I think the season had four. I think you can break the season into four parts. There was Brighton Brentford. That's one part of the season. Then there was Liverpool all the way to Palace away, where I think everybody knows United were probably the form team in Europe. That's statistics. That's fact, right?
Yeah.
Nobody in Europe picked up as many points as United in that period of time. Then from Palace, the Arsenal game after that, and then probably to Brighton. That was then Brighton away, where United lost 1-0 with about five games to go. That was shaky. And in between that, you had the Sevilla game, etc. So that's another segment of United season. And then the end of the season where United finished relatively strong. I think they won out. So each part of the season are great. Brighton and Brentford, that's an F. Between Liverpool and Crystal Palace, A+. Between Palace and Brighton away, maybe like a C or D. And at the end of the season, it is what it is. Probably like a A-, B+. So I would say that is how I'll grade United season. So overall, I'll give it a solid B-.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay consistent because I think I did talk about this maybe like 2 or 3 podcasts before. I'll just give us a passing grade, a solid C, because you just can't ignore how badly we failed. The failures that Manchester United encountered this season, they were massive. You know, we had some heavy defeats at the hands of Liverpool, at the hands of Manchester City. Even Newcastle kind of disgraced us a little bit. Brighton, Brentford, Sevilla, Manchester City, again in the FA Cup final. We did not go far in the Europa League. We did not. We finished third in the league, and you know that third does sound like a decent position to finish in. Sounds like Eric Ten Hag, overachieved in some sorts, but let's take a more critical look of how we finished third. I don't agree that we were the third best team in the league. That's just me. You look at the number of goals we scored. I mean, goal scoring is a big problem. I know Bucci is going to address this, but goal scoring has remained a big problem for Manchester United. I mean, I think in the top eight, we only outscored Aston Villa.
If you want to look at this team and say the way they finished was bad, the way the team went was bad, then what happened last season? How bad was last season? One way back to last season was so disastrous.
Yes.
That if you had told me this team would come third this season, I would have beaten off your hands at the beginning of the season. That's the truth. All of us would have done it.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah. Now, so you're not looking at a team that couldn't win a game or struggled to win games last season. Won most of the games they played. They didn't win some. They won most of the games they played this season.
Oh, yeah.
They got to the FA Cup final. They got to the Carling Cup final and won it.
Yeah.
Yes, there were disappointments. But where did this team start from? Now, there's another thing you have to go back and look at. We're talking about this team can't score goals. But there's a problem is that our goals conceded is actually a very false number. Why? Most of the goals were considered in gluts.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that.
One match short of having clean sheets in half the Premier League games they played. 17 clean sheets. One more would have been half. So that means this team shut out most of the teams they played. So this is, what did they say? Defense win championships. You build from something. So you can't just come and start saying this team can score. The hardest thing to do is to stop teams from scoring.
I don't know. I think the hardest thing to do is scoring goals.
I will also say this. This kind of caveating, right? I want to take it to a bit.
No, let me finish. Let me finish. You have your now. What I'm trying to say in essence is that you gotta look at what this team did well. If you stop looking at what they did well, you start looking at only the bad things. And of course, it's a bullshit season. Excuse my French, but if you look at where the team came from and the things they did well, and then the problems the team had, because like Okay was saying, "Oh, we can break the season up. I can break the season up into 2 parts before Ericsson injury and Casemiro suspension.
Yeah.
If Casemiro didn't miss 7 Premier League games this season, we would have been closer to second. This whole idea of we're not the third best team start making me laugh, because from December to Casemiro to Ericsson injury and Casemiro getting suspension, we were actually as good as most teams in the league. We were matching most teams in the league. Most of these teams started beating us when we lost steam. Why did we lose steam? We played more games than any team in Europe.
Considering where we started from, right? And when I mean where we started from, how the season, where we didn't sign players quickly, for sure, and also because of the bad losses. I think I'll use a different direction. The good things that happened, in my opinion, all the signings mostly came good, which is Martinez, Casemiro, pretty much candidates for player of the season. Ericsson had a good season. Malacia and Anthony were decent. They were decent. I'll be fair with that one. So because those were the good things, in addition to everything everybody has said, the clean sheets, all of that. Second best home record, also that's a good thing. The only Man City had a better home record than United all season. So we even had the home record better than Arsenal's home record. Now the things that need improvement, we cannot afford to be getting blown out anymore.
No,
That's right.
Yeah. So we lost 7-0 to Liverpool, 6-3 to City, 4-0 to Brentford. That has to stop. Then the goal scoring, like
My
you guys
moment
said.
of the season and goal of the season, they're both the same. They're both the same moment. It actually captured the season for me, and I have to explain it quickly. Casemiro is a beast.
Okay.
I don't know how we got that guy. I don't know how the guy decided to come to this. This is the last place you would think someone like Casemiro would come for this adventure, because there were easier places to go. He could have gone to Bayern. He could have gone to, there are places to go. There were other places. There were options. PSG, if he was looking for a payday. I mean, PSG is even an easier payday than this.
Yeah.
And this guy came in here to put in work. And why? So that's why he's my player of the season. Of course, Rashford could be there too, but this moment captures what he did for the club, captures the season, and captures everything about the revival that happened this season. His goal in the Carling Cup final was a moment of relief. It was the first trophy in years, in 6 years, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And he was the right player to score it. It was meant to be. It was just that kind of thing that once he scored that goal, it lifted so much off our shoulders. And there was no better person to score that goal.
Last minute goal. It kind of also helped United fans realize that the spirit in the team. You understand? So in my opinion, it was the best goal of the season. And also, it was almost like a turning moment, because I think United fans started to see Ten Hag like, wow, okay, there's something in this team now. This team has a bit of fight.
Yeah, that's right, and that's the same day that idiot released that.
Yes.
That idiot released that.
Yes.
Interview.
Yeah.
Literally 45 minutes after.
Yeah.
Jacuzzi inspector. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm getting to him in a particular section for sure. I'm getting to the. Oga Kwame, what's your moment or goal of the season?
I don't have goal of the season. Moment of the season happened off the pitch. It was when the Glazers put United up for sale, because it signifies the beginning. And I know it's still going on. People are frustrated and stuff, but let's hang in there. It will soon be over.
Amen.
Regardless of who owns Manchester United, the Glazers leaving, United fans should celebrate that, because at the very least, it represents an opportunity for the club to restructure and just redesign itself from scratch. So that's my moment of the season. Hopefully, it's over and we get a new owner very soon. But yeah.
So Prince AY's moment of the season or goal of the season, he says the offside goal against City. It was so controversial that it got me the IFBB rules and regulations.
Prince AY. Let me tell you my moment of the season, Prince AY. Was when Theo Walcott of Southampton scored against you at the Emirates Stadium. He defend them as he defend them.
My moment of the season is It's Sancho's goal versus Liverpool.
Ooh.
I would say why it's my moment of the season. If United did not win that Liverpool game, our season we don't have the season we have now. I guarantee that was a turnaround. If we drop points, forget even drawing. If we didn't get a W against Liverpool in that game,
yeah,
we do not get the season we have now. I guarantee you, because that would have been 3 games on the bounce plus signings. The fans would have turned. It would have been bad. Probably doesn't even last till next season, right? Because the players don't get that collective belief that okay, this man has something and is finding solutions despite all the problems that exist. And very importantly, if you look at the league right now, just look at the league table. We finished just 2 points above Liverpool, I think. Just 2 points. So yes,
really,
yeah, just 2 points. That win, yeah, I think it's just 2 points. If I remember, I think it's
no.
Okay. How many points?
It might be
no. It was 8. So Liverpool finished 67. We have 75.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Liverpool didn't win.
At some point, they were
Liverpool drew the game. They drew the game before we won.
They don't
remember they threw it away themselves.
At some point, they were 2 points behind us, though. I think so.
Then they threw the game away. Then
so
Liverpool and Man United and Newcastle won.
For the way we move forward, Ten Hag. So because if we did not win that game, that would have turned everything around. That's why that's my moment of the season.